While leaders have condemned the terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, in which at least 27 tourists were killed and several others were injured, hours later Pakistan and China also reacted to the attack. Pakistan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has released a statement expressing concerns at the loss of tourists' lives and extending condolences to the families of the deceased. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson has also wished the injured a speedy recovery, but Pakistan has stopped short of condemnation. China, on the other hand, has condemned the attack in Pahalgam, saying it is shocked by the attack, extending deep condolences to the victims and sympathies to the injured and bereaved families. China has stressed that it opposes all forms of terrorism. Earlier, US President Donald Trump strongly condemned the terror attack in a phone call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and expressed full support to India to bring justice to the perpetrators of the heinous attack. Calling the attack deeply disturbing, Trump said that the US stands strong with India against terrorism and prays for the souls of the lost and for the recovery of the injured. Russian President Vladimir Putin also minced no words in condemning the Pahalgam terror attack. In a letter addressed to the Prime Minister of India and the President of India, Draupadi Murmu, President Putin said this brutal crime has no justification whatsoever, and Russia expects that its organizers and perpetrators will face deserved punishment. Putin added that Russia is committed to increasing cooperation with Indian partners to combat terrorism in all its forms and manifestations. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian embassy in India said that they endure the loss of life from terrorism daily and firmly condemned terrorism in all of its forms, stressing that the perpetrators should be held accountable. Ukraine said when innocent people are murdered, it brings unbearable pain. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman also conveyed his condolences, stating that Saudi Arabia stands with India and is ready to offer any needed support. The Prime Minister of India, who was in Saudi Arabia at the time of the attack, cut short his visit and returned to India earlier than planned. The bilateral meeting between Indian Prime Minister and the Saudi Crown Prince began with a condemnation of the attack.
The meeting began with the reference to the unfortunate terror attack that has happened in India. Both the leaders expressed their condemnation for the terror attack. His Royal Highness Crown Prince conveyed his condolences and sympathies and offered any help in this regard to us.
The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, said he is deeply saddened by the barbaric terrorist attack in Pahalgam, adding that Israel stands with India in its fight against terrorism. Israel's Foreign Minister Gideon Saar condemned the attack and expressed solidarity. Neighboring Iran also offered its condolences to the people of India, particularly to the families of the victims, and wished for a speedy recovery of the injured. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer wrote on X that the horrific terrorist attack in Kashmir is utterly devastating and that his thoughts are with those affected, their loved ones and the people of India. Other European nations have also stepped in with support and solidarity. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said she is deeply saddened by the terrorist attack as she expressed condolences to the families affected, the injured, the government and all the Indian people. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz condemned the heinous terrorist attack and extended condolences to the families of the victims, along with wishes for a speedy recovery to the injured. The French ambassador to India also strongly condemned the dastardly attack and said France stands in solidarity with India in the fight against terrorism. With global support in its fight against terror, India's pledge to avenge the cowardly attack remains undeterred, with forces going all out to neutralize the perpetrators.